Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate.
게임 소리가 좀 큰 것 같은데?
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock.
게임 소리
For
좀
the
크다.
moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
좋았어. 와, 이제 반재정이네? 반재정하는 건가? 어디로 가야 되나? 그리핀도르 가야 되나? 슬리데린?
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
왜 한숨을 쉴까? 별로 안 좋아하나 봐.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
욕망으로 가면 자동으로 슬리데린.
Complications.
아, 그렇군요.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem.
Enough.
히바리님 이 게임 하셨나요?
I've no time for rumors, Fig,
그만하세요,
and I'm rapidly
고블린
losing whatever
인간이.
patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in
곧
touch.
연락하마. 디럭스사 컴퓨터 때문에 그렇군요. 디럭스를 사셨어?
You're just in time.
비싼 거
Have a
사셨네.
seat.
좋아, 비율 좋다. 음질 비율 좋아. 나쁘지 않아. 이렇게 가자. 좋아요.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with
네가 원하는 대로 될
preferences
거란
and
예상과 기대를 품고 여기 온 것
preconceptions.
같은데
Certain expectations.
난 탐험을 하고 싶어. 수업
I'm
듣고
looking
싶지 않아.
forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Oh,
용감한
but
마음을
you're brave
가졌구나.
at
아주
heart.
대담하기도 하지.
Exceptionally daring, undaunted by the unknown, willing to forge ahead alone when you must.
자, 이렇게 가자.
Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
늦가기 12살 신입생 주인공.
Gryffindor.
난 그리핀도르로 가겠어. 휴. 나 휘파람 못 부는데 씨.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
별나님도 오래 하셨었어요 그때. 되게 재밌게 하시던데 그때.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room. after
You were a
being sorted.
Gryffindor?
I am a
70시간이라고요?
Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
아,
The password is Grata Domum.
그라타 도문.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you
예,
tomorrow. I shall be back in the
그렇군요.
morning
되게
to
오래
collect you
걸리네.
for your first class.
야,
Thank you,
70시간이라고?
Professor Weasley.
You're welcome.
졸라 오래 걸렸네.
I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
야, 멋지다. 진짜 중세시대 막 그 옛날 그 뉴질랜드 성 막 그런 느낌
Looks
나.
like everyone's gone. Let's head to the common room.
끊기나 안 끊기나 좀 볼게요. 그래도 또 이런 거 확인. 크레시디에게 인사하기. 꼭 인사해야 돼?
Me. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
인사해야 돼?
Hello. You're the
인사
new fifth
오지게
year.
박아야 돼?
Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig were right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my
안
aunt.
끊기는구만. 좋아. 좋겠다.
Must be nice having an aunt for a
다른 거에
professor.
시간 끌지
You'd think
않겠어.
so,
그냥
wouldn't you?
빨리빨리 눌러야지.
Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an
내 목소리
incredibly
짧게
powerful
들리는데?
witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for
좀
breakfast?
줄이자. 안 되겠다. 소리 너무
Oh
크다.
no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit
88?
more work.
88, 86으로 가. 안 돼.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see
내가 볼
it,
때
there's little
근본적으로
difference
버터 맥주랑
fundamentally
이젠
between brewing a
웰드
modification to
묘약의
butterbeer
제조법은 거의
and a
다르지 않아.
Wiggenweld potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my creativity as
내
much as you
창의성을
might think.
알아보지 못하시거든. 반가웠어,
Well, it was
게리스.
nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
오,
I
저
don't
똑똑해
know
보인다.
what I'm doing wrong. It's not a
야,
complicated spell.
똘똘해 보이네.
I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the
88로
skin of
가자.
your teeth. Is it
86은
true
좀
that you're
그렇고.
Professor Fig's protege?
88.
I'm not sure I'd say
그분
that,
밑에서
but
공부를
I did
했었어.
study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble.
마법을
I've
완벽히
mastered the
익히는 게
charm
좀더
using its
까다로운 것 같다.
incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
익히게 될 거야. 그냥
Don't
좋게
worry.
가자.
We'll get it
부드럽게
in the
가자.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
무언 주문을 거는 게 얼마나
Is
어려운데?
it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
다들 무언 주문을 할 수
Do most
있어?
students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year.
아,
And even
6학년이
then,
되어서야
many
무언
struggle
주문을
with it.
가르쳐?
I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
속으로 주문을 거나 보네. 마음으로.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
넬리에게 인사하기. 아니 인사를 하고 싶은데 얘가 안 내려오잖아. 동무한 마법이면 이득이 아닌가? 이득이죠. 엄청 이득. 야 내려오라고! 야! 오 내려왔다.
Why is
왜
everyone
이렇게들
so highly
예민해?
strung?
네가 이상한 거야.
Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower from the outside
빗자루
without
없이?
a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way.
넬리
I've
옥스파이어.
heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
It's true, and I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the Ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat. Not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
용과 마주친 적 있어?
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness no. And
당연히
I've
없지.
never heard of one
용을
attacking a
보기가
carriage
쉽지가
like
않지.
that. Not enough meat in
용이
the carriage,
그때
I
나왔을
think.
거야 아마 해리포터 4부 불의 잔 거기서 아마 나왔을 겁니다.
I'm sure
만나서
I'll be seeing you
반가웠다.
around, either in our common room or when you
네가 다음에
scale
탑으로
your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor.
야 또 올라가?
He's waiting for you outside
위즐리
the
교수와 만나세요.
My family play a game of Quidditch on the moors during the holiday.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your
번지
first day at
점프.
Hogwarts.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
전 약간 공포심 있어서 번지 점프는 한 번도 안 해봤거든요. 못할 것 같아. 번지 점프 한 25,000원이면
Now, in
아
light
근데
of
지금
your
가격이
unique
올라서 한 5만 원
situation,
됐을래나?
Joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
OWL. OWL이
Yes,
부엉이야?
your ordinary
그래 표준
wizarding
마법사
level
시험이라는
exams.
거란다.
They will determine what type of career you can
시험으로
have
네가
when you
학교를
leave here.
졸업하고.
After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary.
히바린이 4월 신작 데드 아일랜드 2 스타워즈 제다이 서바이버 2개 나오는데 2개 중에 뭐 관심 있는 거 있으십니까? 바드령. 아 데드 아일랜드 2는 못 하시겠다. 그건 스팀에 안 나오지. 그럼 스타워즈 하나 관심 있으신가요? 서바이버? 예, 데드 아일랜드 2는 취소해요. 예. 다음번 아 스타워즈 하시겠네 그러면. 마법사의 필드 가이드란다. 호그와트 H 줄임말이겠죠? 그 장점을 빈틈없이 모두 활용해버려. 근데 4월인데 4월 같지 않은 4월이에요. 4월 28일. 한 달 남았어요. 4월인데 4월 말 5월 되기 3일 전에 나왔.
Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities
마법
to
연습이나
practice your
혼자서도
magic
마법 지식을 얻을
and
수 있는데도
educate
도움이
yourself
될
about
거다.
wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be
이달에
alert
나와도
to your
괜찮아요.
surroundings.
그렇죠. 3월 16일 날 원래 18일인가 어쨌든 그때쯤에 나오기로 했는데 한 달이 좀 미뤄졌죠. 한 달 며칠이 좀 미뤄졌죠.
The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Baruffio.
뭐야? 깔고 있는
Simply
거야?
cast Revelio on it,
황소가?
and we'll see what the guide says.
뭐야 이거 어쩌라고? 아이씨 이거 어쩌라고? 아 잠깐만. 아씨 안 하기로 했지. 이거 어떻게 하기로 했지?
Protego! Revelio.
스파이더맨 2?
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more
예, 좀
opportunities
걸리겠죠.
like that. Inside
히바리님
and
그
outside of the
게임은
castle.
독점이라 아마 좀 오래 걸릴 거예요. 밀크님 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 어서오세요. 스파이더맨 2는 리미트 파트 2도 독점이에요? 그건 잘 모르겠는데 파트가 맨 처음에는 독점이긴 했어요. 근데 그 다음에 이제 1년이 지나선가 그 후로 막 우죽순으로 다른 플랫폼으로 계속 다 나오긴 했는데 일단은 독점으로 완전 독점은 아니고 기간 독점으로 나오죠.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to
블루블
use
것을 더
blue
빠른
frames
이동
to get
방법을
around a
알려줄
bit
좋은
quicker.
기회다.
Your field
밀크님
guide
어서 오세요.
contains a map of the
반갑습니다.
castle. Open it up and find
지금
central
한번 열어서
hall.
중앙홀을 찾아. 호그와트는 크게 두 구역으로 나뉘어집니다. 지도의 왼쪽은 학생들과 교수들이 지내는 공간으로 휴게실과 연회장이 있습니다. 계속하려면 남쪽 동지역을 선택하십시오. 남쪽 동지역. 남쪽이면 여기 아니야? 밑에 아니야? 북쪽이 위 아닌가요? 뭐야 이게? 이 보기에서는 해당 지역에서 이용할 수 있는 플루 불꽃을 볼 수 있어요. 초록 플루 불꽃은 자신의 기숙사 휴게실을 비롯해 발견한 불꽃들을 나타냅니다. 회색 블루 불꽃은 미발견 불꽃의 위치를 나타내요. 지대 오른쪽 구역에서는 천문학타, 도서관, 온실 같은 교육과 관련된 시설들이 자리 잡고 있습니다. 그렇군요. 위즐리 교수가 당신을 위해 중앙홀 블루불꽃을 잠금 해제했어요. R로 지도를 돌리고 X로 중앙홀 블루불꽃으로 빠른 이동을 하세요. 빠른 이동합시다. 슝! 겨울 화점 났죠. 예. 올해 2023년 겨울 발매인데 솔직히 이거 말을 좀 돌린 거고 결국에는 2023년 12월에 나온다는 말이지요. 예, 올해
These
나옵니다.
stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost
히바리님
anywhere in the
파판
castle
7
quickly from Central Hall.
하셨었나요? 리메이크 하셨어요?
Oh,
파판
there's
7
something
리메이크?
happening here. It's the heart
그
of the
3년 전에
Hive.
나왔었나?
Our King's
지금 또
Cross
가물가물하다.
Station, so to speak. That should be all.
이만하면 될 것 같고 넌
You'll
오늘
be
마법
expected to
수업과
attend
어둠의
both
마법
charms
방어법
and defense
수업에
against
모두
the dark
참석해야
arts
해.
classes today.
빡세다
And I'd
오늘.
like to be sure
그리고
you get
나서
to
여기 오는
Hogsmeade
길에 잃어버린
as soon as
준비물들을
possible
구하기
to
위해
replace the
가능한 한
supplies you
빨리
lost on the way
호그스미드에
here.
다녀오는 게 좋을 것 같다. 마법 수업에 대해 말씀해
What will I
주실 수
learn in
있나요?
charms class?
Exactly what you might expect.
네가 예상하는 바로 그거야.
Spells, charms, jinxes,
모두 굉장히
all terribly
유용하지.
useful. I think you
처음에
will
나오는
enjoy
로봇한테
Professor
엄청
Rowan.
죽어서
He's
빡 좀.
a
아하,
entertaining
그
wizard
로봇
and a
말씀하시는군요.
talented teacher.
전기 약한 그 문어 대가리 빨간 로봇. 어둠의 마법 방어법이 정확히 뭔가요? 어둠의
The
마법.
defense against the dark arts class.
Defense against the
어둠의
dark
마법
arts, as the
방어법에서는
name
이름에서 알 수
implies,
있듯이 이
focuses
벽
on how
너머에
to
숨어
defend
있는
oneself
악으로부터
against the
자신을 방어하는
evils
마법에
that lurk
집중한단다.
beyond these walls. A mastery of
오러가
defense against the
되기를
dark
원하는
arts
사람은 어둠의
is
마법
required
방어법을
for those
필수로
who aspire
익혀야
to
해.
become
오러가 뭔지
warriors.
아시나요, 히바리님?
Fortunately, we
우린
are lucky
운이
to have
좋게도
the
천부적인
ever-gifted
재능을
Professor
지니신
Heck
헥헥
in charge of
교수님께서
our students'
담당하고
education in
계신단다.
that regard.
호그스미드가
You
뭔가요?
mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the
호그스미드는
only
영국 유일의 마법사
all-round
전용
village in
마을로
Britain,
아
and is home to
마을이구나
an array of
호그스미드가
shops
다양한
and
산적과
pubs.
술집이
You should be
즐비한
able to
곳이지.
find all of the school
그곳에서
supplies you
너에게
require
필요한
in
모든
Hogsmeade.
준비물들을
You
구할
will
수
also,
있단다.
I
거기서
imagine,
친구들과
enjoy
버터
many
맥주를
a
잔뜩
butterbeer
즐길 수
there with
있지.
friends in due
아니 근데
course.
미성년회 때 버터 맥주 팔아도 돼?
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
알겠습니다.
A lot
감사해요,
to
위즐리
absorb
교수님.
on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside
배우는 건
the
시간
class.
문제일
You'll be up
거야.
to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use
아까
of the
레벨리오를
vocabulary
능숙하게
earlier,
사용한 걸
I'd
보면
say
피그
Professor
교수님께서
Fig
내게
succeeded at
기본기를
least
제대로
showing you the
가르치신 것
basics.
같더구나.
He did, Professor.
네,
He's
맞아요.
been terribly vague
그러고 보니
as
피그
to the events
교수님께서 어제
preceding
기숙사
your
배정식에
arrival,
도착하기 전 특히
specifically
용의계
about what happened after
공개당했던
that
일 이후의 일들에 대해
awful
굉장히
attack.
모호하게
My
말씀하셨지.
suspicion is that there's
5학년
more
때부터
to the
음주가
story
가능한
than a
호그와트
search
세계관.
for
아
belongings
그렇군요,
and an
이발인님.
extended
좋은
trip
정보
up to the
감사합니다.
castle.
고맙습니다. 사실은요.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins.
폐허를 탐험했다고? 피그 교수님께서
I
자세한
presume
말씀을
Professor
아끼셔야 하는
Fig
이유가
has his reasons
있었구나.
for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your
귀가
ears
간지러우셨나
must be burning.
봐요.
Yes.
제가요?
You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare
이 친구가 마법계에서
aptitude
보기
for
드문
magic,
재능을
it
가지고
seems.
있어서요.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a
비용을 굴릴 수
dragon.
있고.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that
오히려
it
영웅이
chose
저희를
us.
선택한 듯
Very well.
보였거든요.
Enough chit-chat.
제가
I need to get to
제가
class
수업에
myself.
들어가야죠.
Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's
피그
map?
교수님.
Of course.
물론이지요. 가이드가 될
Good luck today.
오늘도 행운이
And remember
있길.
to
오늘 배운
use
필드
your
가이드
field
사용법을
guide.
잘 기억하렴.
Will be
아주
invaluable
유용할
to you.
거야.
And invaluable to me.
내게는
as I'll be
내게는 네
using it to
진도를
keep up
파악하는데
to
아주
date on your
유용하기도
progress.
하거든.
Yes, Professor.
알겠습니다,
Come and
교수님.
find me in my
수업이
classroom
모두
after you've
끝나면 내
attended
교실로
both
오거라.
classes
내가
today,
말했던
and
것에
I'll
대해 더
explain
설명해
more
줄
about
테니.
those assignments I mentioned, and we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
이거 근데 이게 대사가 왜 이렇게 많죠? 언제
It's good
싸웁니까?
to see you, Professor.
다시 뵙게 돼
And you.
다시 뵙게 돼
I
반가워요,
was
교수님.
hoping our paths
그래
would
나도
cross today
반갑구나. 나도
before you
네가
immersed
공부에
yourself in
전념하기 전에 한번
studies.
마주치길 바라던
Did I hear
참이었어.
you and
너와
Professor
위즐리 교수가
Weasley
폐허
talking
탐험에 관해
about
이야기하는 걸 들은 것
exploring
같은데
ruins?
별 얘기
Yes, sir.
아니었어요.
But I
하지만
didn't
그
tell
일에
her
관해서는
anything
어떤
else
말씀도
about
안
her travels, sir.
드렸어요.
I will say, I think she suspects we're not being
뭔가를
entirely
숨긴다고 의심하시고
forthcoming.
계세요.
Yes, well, Professor
그래,
Weasley
위즐리
is a
교수는
brilliant
똑똑하고
and
빈트
astute
없는
witch.
마녀거든.
It was
그래도
right to
지금은
keep the
계속
details
비밀로
to
해두는 게
yourself for now.
좋겠구나.
We don't know where this path
무슨
we've
일이
embarked
벌어지고
upon
있는
will
건지
lead.
파악하려면 우리에게
It
시간이
may require a
필요하니까.
bit
위즐리
more
교수로부터 허락을
flexibility
받으려면
with
시간도
your
걸릴
time
테고
than she
말이야.
would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that
교수님께서도
would be
알려야
better
한다고
left
생각하는 것 같아
between us.
염려되기도 하고.
Understood,
무슨
Professor.
말씀인지
Good.
알겠어요, 교수님.
Now, as
좋아.
capable as
네게
you
능력이 있는
are, I
만큼
believe
잘
the
훈련받는
ability
게
you possess
중요하지.
obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the
다행히도 널
benefit of an
인도해 주실
exceptionally
훌륭한
skilled team of
교수님들이
witches
계시니
and
잘
wizards to guide you.
배우도록 하렴.
speaking of guides,
필드 가이드에 대해서
and so that I may
말하자면
avoid
위즐리 교수에게
another
잔소리를
not so
듣지 않도록
subtle
도움이
proof
될
from
만한
Professor
방법이
Weasley,
있지.
why don't I
필드
show you
가이드의
the
지도에
clever
있는 기발한
enchantment we
마법을
included
내게
in the
보여주고
field guide's
싶구나.
map? Unfold it and
지도를
have a
한번
look.
펼쳐보려. 이거를 퀘스트 추적.
The map is
아령
enchanted to help you
패치했더라고.
find
어떤
your way.
패치? 옵션도
This will be
추가되고.
incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead. What with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr.
야,
Ollivander.
우선 드럼률도
He's an
올라가고
exceptional craftsman and a
괜찮네요.
good friend.
밀크님 어서
I
오세요.
shall reach out when I have more information
계속
about
다운돼가지고
that mysterious lock.
밀크님 그
For now, focus on
엑스 스플릿으로 바꿨습니다. 예, 프릭샷에서 그래서 좀 다운 안 되지 않을까 해서 예, 예 아마 그 방은 유령방이 됐을 거예요. 아마 예 그걸 유령방이 돼서 아마 그 방을 나가셨어야 했을 겁니다. 죄송합니다. 그거를 제가 어떻게 알려드렸어야 되는데. 그게 다야? 몬바르다. 오, 레비오소.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time.
서로를
I
박살내는
get new students every year, but I
신입생은
only
매년
have
들어오지만
one
해부
Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great
1878년 밀렵군들을 대대적으로 단속했을 때 압수한 물건이다. 다들 아는 유명한 일이지.
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters.
원티드 데드랑 저기 메트로이드 프라임 리마스터랑 그 호그와트 레거시는 제가 하나만 쭉 하는 게 아니라 세 가지를 계속 돌아가면서 할 생각입니다. 예.
Levioso. A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
뭐야? 뭐야? 어쩌라는 거야? 아, 그래요? 리듬 게임이군요? 레비오스. 어떤 물체를 드는 마법인가 보네요. 레비오스.
Now, let's try
자,
something
이제
a
좀
little
더 큰 걸로
larger.
해보자꾸나. 어서 와요, 어서. 레비오스. 오우, 막 채선 막 다 치우는 거 봐. 야, 실제로 이랬으면 너무 진짜 이랬으면 너무 좋겠다.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
그럼 기본 주문을 배워보자. RT로 기본 주문을 씻어놨어요. 예, PC로 합니다, 밀크님. 뭐 어쩌라는 거야? 앞으로 가라고? 뭐야?
See how the dummy deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first.
새 주문이 잠금 해제됐습니다.
Remember, a surprise.
기억하렴. 깜짝 놀란 상대는 약한 법이란다. 놀라기 달인 프레웨트가 그 예를 잘 보여줬지. 흐야야! 흐야! 흐야! 흐야야야! 하하! 와라라라! 어쩌라는 거야? 어쩌라는 거야, 씨. 아, 버튼 누른 채 하라고? 오케이.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your mark.
Very
Time for a
good.
proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel.
아, 얘랑 이제 싸우는 거야?
So, basic cast and protego. You may begin.
시작하렴. 히야! 히야! 파파파파파파파파파! 파라라라! 팍팍팍팍팍팍팍팍! 파파파파파파파파파! 파파파! 아, 파파라파파파파! 아, 이렇게 떨어지면 이기는 건가요?
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
오케이, man.
I put you on the spot.
어려운 수업이었는데 잘 해냈구나. 그린돌에 점수를 주지.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things.
아주 기대되는구나.
I demand
난
excellence
학생들이
from my
높은 수준의
students.
실력을 가지길
They
바란단다.
are
너희들은
capable
그럴
of
만한
achieving
능력이
it,
있으니
and
실력을
they
쌓아야
must
해.
achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards,
어둠의 마법사나
or as
고블린을
ever more likely,
상대로 하는
goblins,
결투와
is a
교실에서 하는
different
결투는
kettle
천지
of
차이지.
Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise
잠깐만,
you to keep
난이도 어떻게
practicing
되지?
whenever you
잠깐만.
can.
잠깐만요. 난이도 어떻게 확인하지?
Spectacle for one day.
게임 조작. 아니, 난이도 어떻게 확인해? 보통 어려움으로 가야지. 인생이. 오케이. 잠깐만. 아, 이거 너무 복잡하다. 어떻게 했지? 아닌데? 여기가 아닌데? 잠깐만. 설정. 컨트롤러. 소리. 난이도. 오케이, 갑시다. 어려움을 할게요.
If you know the right spells,
마법만
it's
제대로
dark
익혀라도
wizards
거블레아는
that'll
쪽은
fear
네가 아니라
you,
어둠의
not the other way
마법사야.
around.
레비오스는 1학년들을 위한 준비라고 생각할 텐데 꼭 그렇진 않군. 세바스찬과 겨루다니 강한 상대인데 너 정말 잘하더라.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Nice work.
I enjoyed
실력
that.
좋던데.
Well, that duel
정말
was quite
대단한
something.
결투였어.
Everyone
한동안
was talking
회자될
about it.
만큼.
It was certainly good practice.
정말 좋은
Practice.
연습이었어.
It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
결투해 본 적 없어. 이번이
In fact, it
처음이야.
was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
재밌겠다.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
챌린지 메뉴에 이용할 수 있는 미수령 보상이 있습니다. 퀘스트 시작 갑니다. 이야 이게 이게 수업하는 거야? 어허허. 이거 참.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
아시오.
Accio.
아띠오.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a
모두
spot of fresh air.
따라오려무나.
After me.
잠금 해제할 수 있습니다. 와, 이제 실외 수업인가요?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply,
아시오,
cast
아주
Accio on
간단하지.
one of the spheres and
야, 저게 말이 돼?
There we go.
와, 저게 말이 되냐고, 씨. 야, 저게 와.
You all.
excellent control there. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at... But that... Here we go! That is how it...
이겼다!
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And
대화는 더 못하겠다.
I
대화
think
듣기
Professor
싫다.
Ronan wants to talk to you.
그만
Better not
자작해.
keep him waiting. Until next time.
Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
You'd be using it on clothing to be...
들으셨나요, 교수님?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
퀘스트 시작. 반가워 위즐리.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows
아니 둘이 같이 가면 안 돼? 꼭 한 명만 데리고 가야
of any
돼?
of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
반가운 미줄. 로넨 교수와 대화하러 갑시다. 로넨 교수와 대화하고 첫 번째 과제를 받으세요. 과제는 호그와트 교수들로부터 퀘스트 형식으로 부여받고 완료하면 새로운 주문과 같은 보상을 얻을 수 있습니다. 첫 번째 과제에 대한 보상은 수리방법인 레파로이며 이 주문은 다른 퀘스트를 완료하는 데 도움이 되기도 합니다. 필드 가이드의 퀘스트 메뉴에서 과제와 진행 상황을 추적할 수 있어요. 오케이, 갑시다.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
경험해라. 그래, 경험한 건 좋은 건 없지. 뭐든지
I'll start on the
경험을
task
해.
right away, Professor.
진짜 해봐야지. 이것도 해보고 저것도 해보고.
I help you.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Let me over. Accio. Let me over. Is that all you've got?
Expulso!
Let me over. Let me over. There goes my way. Leviosa! Leviosa! Confringo!
What to do? Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.